Hey Scott, I know why you can't hear me. It's because when I squeeze my phone into the remote holder, it pinches off the microphone. So you know what? You're probably not going to hear me because I got to actually leave that set up. If I had my another setup, I'd probably be able to do something a little different, leaving space for the microphone. But unfortunately, the holder I have right now is going to block the microphone. So I'm sorry. It's going to be pretty quiet here in a second, I think. Unless I can find something to wedge in there on the lower end. Give me a second. Maybe. This might work. I got a little rubber piece here. I'm going to see if I can squeeze that in there and still hold the phone without blocking the microphone. How about now? How is the sound now? Can you still hear me, or is it a little more muffled? Kind of curious. Any better? Worse? Better? Worse? I think it might be blocked again, so let me ease up. Oh. Okay, I'm trying to do something to get a little space between the mic and the holder. And I'm bending a little rubber piece and sort of wedging it below. So hopefully this is going to work. I need to spread it out a little more. One more try. Sorry, I'm sure there's a couple weird things happening, and it's because I'm sort of jacking around with squeezing my phone to hold it a little differently than normal. So I want to create some room for the mic. Okay, the phone seems pretty solid, and I bet you can hear me now. So we got that going for us. Hey, and Scott, really, last time I did this, you were the same guy who tuned in my showgram. It's kind of funny. I don't do this that often, so it's kind of funny that you right away pipe up. Okay, so here's what we got. I'm going to show you. It's on the table, kind of ready to go. There it is. It's the Parrot Disco, and it's a RC wing. Little drone-like because it's got a Wi-Fi controller, and you can put it on autonomous flight, and it's got a lot of features like return to home and things like that, and auto takeoff and auto landing. Okay, we're going to give it a go here in a second. Okay, so here's the flight screen. I'm going to see if my map is loaded. Yep. There's the RC field, and there I am at the corner of the table at the RC field, getting ready to launch. And I'm going to walk out into the dirt and throw it. So I'm going to switch back up to the flight mode where you can see the flight. See if I can get that out of the way. Somehow I got that in the way. There we go. Okay. Go back to this. Not that. Oh, I want to move that. There you go. Tap that. There we go. And I want to tip the camera down a little bit before I ever start. Just because I happen to know as it climbs up, it's going to be climbing. And you would want to look up. Okay, so I got a good hold of it. I'm going to walk out to the field here and get ready for the showgram. So I'm now more in the middle of the field, and we're going to launch up, heading west, maybe northwest out towards Mission Bay. So all I got to do is hit the launch button. It's going to spool up, and then I'm going to throw it in the air upwind. See where the wind's coming from. Okay, here we go. Wish us luck. Alrighty. So we climbed up and it's in an automatic loiter right now where it goes around in a circle up there. I want to adjust the camera up a little bit. There we go. I like that. I'm going to let it loiter while I walk off the field, and then once I get to the fence, I'll turn around and fly around. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take control here in a second. Head south. Sort of flying along the edge of the RC airfield here. We'll go just a little further south and we'll turn around. I notice I still got a nice good feed. Everything's looking good so far. I like that. Do a nice turn. Tighten it up a little before we get to the road. There we go. You can see the runway there where we took off. Okay, just for fun, we'll climb up a bit. See if I see it. Yeah. I'll come a little more over the runway. It's looking good. Way, way, way up there. Give you a little more view of the sky because it sure is nice looking. It's pretty high up there. Come around again. I'm up even higher. Yeah, live drone footage from Mission Bay. We're just loitering. I've got it where it's automatically controlling the throttle itself. I don't even have to hit the throttle or anything. When I climb, it automatically spools up and goes a little faster. We'll dive down for a bit. That's always scary. Got some speed going there. Yeah, I think I'll do a low flyby on the field. You'll see me standing by the fence when I come by. I'm gonna throttle back completely so it goes as slow as it goes. And it's heading directly upwind, so I should be able to go nice and slow when I come by. That was definitely going slow. Okay, again, I'm holding the throttle back to make it go nice and slow. I was kind of surprised that it wasn't holding its altitude better, but I guess with the throttle back, it's having a hard time. There I go. It's fun. I'm liking it so far. What I'm kind of testing here is I want to see what kind of signal I get. I updated recently the transmitter a little bit and a setup inside the airplane to hopefully get a little better range. And I'm not so much worried about going further. It's just I want to have a nice good signal. So far, so good. See me right there. There I go. Oh, there's a helicopter coming, so I gotta kind of get down low. So we'll do another low flyby because there's a helicopter coming. I don't know if you can hear it, the helicopter's like coming right overhead, so I'm down low. Actually, there may be some prop wash coming by. That guy's downwash or whatever, you know. Well, Scott, if you need to go, it's okay. You seem to be the only guy making comments on the show, but we're good. I'm having fun either way. And what's kind of neat about it is it saves the whole live replay on YouTube. So I'm going to have fun with it. I guess sunset is probably happening like right now. Kind of hard to tell from the view if it's set already behind those clouds, maybe. Turn the brightness up a little on the camera here. There we go. Compensate for the fact that it's getting kind of dark. Okay, you too, Scott. Thanks for watching the show. One last little flyby. To the moon. Got an indication a couple more people are watching. Maybe they're watching via the Facebook or something. But if you're over on YouTube, you can actually make comments on the flight and they pop up on the screen. Only got a couple more minutes of sunlight. Seeing how it is 6:30. We'll be done here pretty soon. Probably another 5 minutes. That'll be about it. So far, everything's working really good. I get that intermittent, like the USB was unplugged and replugged. I'm not sure what that's about. It might have something to do with the heat in my remote or something. It's funny as I'm trying to see where I am, I can't see it in the sky. Oh, there it is. I was looking at my screen and I kind of lost sight of where I was, and I'm pretty low. And I think I was getting what's called terrain masking, where because the buildings and the houses on the hillside behind it, it's kind of harder to see than when I have it a little higher up in the sky. So this is a flyby with no throttle. You can kind of hear it sputtering. Getting pretty close to the end of the show here. I think I might be coming in for my landing here in a second. Once I come around and get over the runway again, I will probably land it in the dirt. We'll do something where we go by the edge of these trees. It's just kind of fun. Something to see. Okay, we got the runway in sight. We're lining it up. Get a little lower, I think. Coming down, coming down. See how close I can get to landing on the spot here. That was pretty interesting. I thought it would go a little further, but it didn't go very far. So we're safe on deck. That was fun. Here it is on the ground beeping. Beep, 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 beep. We're all done. It says it got a propeller strike, which shouldn't have happened. That's kind of weird.